What will we learn? Chapter 18, Sandhi rule revision. Is there more Sandhi rules? Yes. Nouns ending in u, guru. Two more compounds, karmadharaya and tat purusha. So far, we have learned dvandva. We will now study the remaining Sandhi rules, which include final r, p, k, k, n, and n, and initial ch. So when it says initial ch, it means here when the second word begins with ch, like chaya, then that ch will actually change depending on a certain rule. And this refers to the first word. That means if the first word ends with these letters, then these letters will change into something else. Okay, so these letters will change into something else for word one. Word two remains the same as always. Here are the rules for final r. Why do we sometimes see punar and sometimes punaha? Now we will get the answer to that. When the r joins a voiced letter, then the r remains the same. Question is, what is a voiced letter? Vocal cords vibrate. So let's say g is the vocal cords vibrating. How about b, balaha, gachati, jalam? All of it are voiced. Why? Because the vocal cords are vibrating, therefore it is voiced. Therefore, when the punar joins a voiced letter like punar gachati, then the r remains the same. And how does it look like? You join it. Punar gachati. Now, in some texts which are, let's put them, irresponsible use of grammar, that will separate the punar gachati. Please join it. This is proper Sanskrit if you join it together. How about punar agachati? This is when the r joins a vowel. Punaragachati, join together. What happens when the r joins an unvoiced letter? That means the vocal cords are not vibrating. Then the r follows the same rule as visarga. Let's just use an example that we already know. Ramaha tatra. What is sandhi of Ramaha tatra? Ramas tatra. What about punar tatra? Punas tatra. Okay, let's use an example. Punar plus unvoiced p, because p is not vibrating the vocal cords, p. Punar plus punar equals punaha, punaha.
Shouldn't it be punaha, punar?
No, because also at the end of the line, it's going to transform as a visarga. R is not allowed. This is not allowed. This. That's why it's a cross. Like, punar ramaha. What do you do? Do you put like punar ramaha or something? Final r cannot stand before another r. The final r is dropped and the vowel before it made long. If word one ends with r, joins word two that starts with r, step one, get rid of the r in word one. Step two, if the preceding vowel before the r, that means this vowel, if it is short, then make it long. Therefore, puna ramaha. I'll revise this. If word one ends with a r, joins word two that starts with a r, then step one, get rid of the r in word one. Therefore, let's get rid of the r. Step two, if the preceding vowel is short, like a, I, u, then make long. In other words, puna ramaha. Step three, don't join. Therefore, puna ramaha. Here are the rules for final p, t, retroflex, and k. Okay, so far we have learned about Sandhi rules for final t. There's more letters to add onto this complexity of the t and n family. And what are those letters? Word one ends with a p, t, k. I basically just added the letters here, the k, t, and p. For example, let's say Rigveda. Rik ends with k, joins a voiced consonant, v. Therefore, this k changes into a g. Before unvoiced. Okay, what is unvoiced? Here it is. It's marked. So before the unvoiced, the p, t, and k in word one, of course, remains the same and join. That's it. For example, Rik Samhita, s is unvoiced. Therefore, Rik remains exactly the same. Rik Samhita, and you join. There it is, join. Now, what happens if it joins a voiced? Then do the following. P changes into a b, p into d, k into g. So what's common here? B voiced, d voiced, g voiced. Rigveda, and you join. Number B, you want C? Number C is just saying, what if the k joins a h? We'll just go back to the diagram. Vak hasati. Vak is speech. So what if you want to say speech laughs? Vak hasati. So there it is, h and vak. Then you say vag. And then this hasati, the h changes into a g. That means into an aspiration letter. So therefore, vag ghasati, vag ghasati. So there's a g and then g. 4, skip 1c. Number 5, we'll see. What happens if you have kutra chaya? If word 1 ends with a I, or u, joins word 2 that begins with ch, like chaya, then guess what? The ch turns into a ch, like that, chaya. So all we did was we added a ch there. B, yeah, and then it's going to B. Thank you for that. Now the ch also becomes a ch if it's preceded by a word that ends with an a. Sena chaya becomes sena chaya. Ambiguities can come. Yeah, we know this already. For example, Ramaha Eva. Ramaha Eva. What is Eva again, please? Eva. Eva.
Indeed.
Indeed, yeah. So Rama indeed. And then you put Sanhi, Rama Eva. However, look at this. What if you have in Rama indeed, Rame Eva, and you put Sanhi on that? You still have Rama Eva. So now is this final Sanhit version saying in Rama indeed, or is it saying Rama indeed? How do you know? The context of the sentence will tell. Let's learn one more paradigm. This paradigm ends with u, like hetu, common word. Please repeat, hetu. Hetu, cause. So hetuhu, cause, dhenuhu, cow. What do we have to know about this u paradigm? 70% is generic. So remember the Little Red Book, Roman 11, I think, is going to have a very similar ending. Little Red Book 7 to 9. 7, this is the masculine for u. Little Red Book 8, this will be neuter for u. And Little Red Book 9, this will be feminine for u. 7 to 9 ends in u. Guruhu, please repeat, guruhu. Guru, guravaha. Gurum, guru, gurun. I'm going to put emphasis on the ends. Guruna, gurupyam, gurubhi, gurave, gurupyam, gurupyaha, guroho, gurupyam, Gurupyaha. Guroho. I know it's kind of like a, does it sound like a genitive, narayoho or something. Anyway, guroho, gurvoho. Now, how do you, confusion, right? Guroho or gurvoho. How do you know that the gurvoho is dual? Because the v, just think of it v like two, 1, 2. Therefore, the voho is in the dual. So guroho, gurvoho, and gurunam. Locative, gurau, gurvoho, gurushu. And finally, vocative, guru, that means calling out, guru, kuravaha, kuravaha. Homework is to voice out aloud, Little Red Book 7, 8, and 9, and create 5 sentences using the words cow, soft, that means merdu, soft, and elder, or elder, just an elder person, a wise person, teacher, guru.